Got ourselves Guerrero's over for the team one. Is he first up? No, it looks like it's going to be Shiboshi. I was hoping maybe it would be Shiboshi and Big Timmy. Bit of a rematch between those two would have been awesome to see. Lich Kings, however, is going to be first up. The Paladin versus the Death Knight duel. That is so classic. Big fan of it. Blind immediately by the Death Knight. This is going to be Paladin with a, I think went for a HOD, but AMS said silence to follow. Maybe looking for a bubble. Stun the entire army of undead. Bubble super early for Lich King. Just trying to see if he can waddle out of it. Dome down should help him survive this. The army is still in play for Shiboshi. There's only so much you can do. If you group him back out there, not let him go behind the pillar, that's going to be huge. Lich King stealing the bubble though. Oh, that's so good. You have to win now. Dodging the blind, which is huge. Short stun on the Shiboshi. Does he have any outs? Lay on hands. Lich King needs everything to survive, dude. He's pulled off everything. A stun. Does have an out. AMS right after. Shiboshi does not have that much health to work with unless he can heal up right now. Lay on hands was used. Maybe Spell Warden. Maybe he can wait long enough for Spell Warden to be active. Lich Kings, I don't know what he can really do against the Paladino. Trying to keep the pressure. Just sees a couple more hits. Couple more shadows. Oh, he does pull it off. I feel like that would have been so sad if we watched a Death Knight spell steal bubble and then not win. That would have been so sad to me, man. Max is going to be up next. Given Lich King's an honor duel here, he could have rushed him. He could have charged him. It's given him opportunity to heal up a little bit as he's eating that mana food. Or mage food? Mana food? Mage food? Either or? Maybe? Max is able to at least get some dots around the corner at the very least. And I like how the dots are actually starting to do a little bit of damage. Just like a pinch of damage. I am hoping that the dot build that Boomy's technical could play into in Midnight. Because they added a lot of talents and they buffed the hell out of those abilities too. I'm hoping this like sustained dot build is going to be someone that's usable, at least in PvP. I think that would help him out a ton. You know, like put dots on everybody, watch people melt, couple of starfalls, shooting stars from the sky, things like that. It'd be so good looking, man. No good, no good. Second best arena. No good, dude. We haven't done no good in a while. It's just way too big. As an arena, it's way too big. It's good for solos. Like, it's perfectly fine for solo shuffles. Not everyone's favorite, but it's like perfectly fine. It's a big enough space. Yeah, no good, no good. Man, I feel like the whole expansion of Dragonfly definitely did not, like a lot of people did not give it a chance, but like, man, it was actually not that bad when you look back at it. I feel like a Dragonflight remix would actually not be the worst experience. I feel like they had a lot of collectibles for people to obtain. Trick it out for Max, dropping down a solar beam, but it may not be enough. Just rotted and Lich Kings with a full army of undead. Wait until the A-bomb is back, army's back, and just rush them down. Man. That is a lot of pressure. That is a lot of damage. And Goeris is a fire mage trying to see if he can get himself an angle. Death and Decays are down either side. Unfortunately, Goeris is going straight down the middle. Is he going to go? Breath opener. Meteor insta. Walking out of it. Lich Kings does take a bit of damage from the Meteor either way. And just trying to see if he can find himself a bit of an angle here. Silence out to Goeris. He does trick it out of it. Combustion was used. Did it not have the Phoenix present for the combustion, or did Lich Kings just live it? Or you're Frostfire, aren't you? I think that's why he's meteoring him, right? It's got to be Frostfire. Yeah, no, there's some Frostfire procs, as you can see. Mix of blue and red. Yeah, dropping down the big Frostfire, what is it, Comet Storm together with a Meteor. MS up for Lich King should give him a little bit of survivability. Deathpack was also used, interrupting the cooldown reduction for Goeris. Does eat a breath either way. Goeris unfortunately breaking his own breath. Does not follow up as I see. Big proc on the Lich Kings. Is he just dead? He is dead to the dots behind the pillar. For Goeris, I feel like going for Frostfire with all those instants was a good move. That was a really good move for him overall. Big Timmy, unfortunately, is up next. I want to see this guy walk in and do that zap thing again. That zap was kind of brutal looking. That zap was huge. Doing a solo shuffle is not good ages ago. Frustrating with LOS, it's a pain. It definitely does have a different form of LOS. I feel like for group gameplay and like for healers, depending where the DPS are positioned, it can be a decent enough arena, right? It's big enough. Like Toberon is also pretty nice. That gives some casters an opportunity to kite. But yeah, the line of sights with a pillar down the middle, with a wall down the middle, it is definitely weird. It makes it a little bit more like unique in terms of how you position it around it. Big zap out for the, oh my god, the taser, but he's just dead either way. Timmy is dead. Guerrero survived it. Barely. He did hit him with Incap. I think he actually took the damage of a Cauterize, but that Incap might have removed the Cauterize. Like the damage component. And Guerrero is alive. If you go behind the pillar or go behind like a corner, young Jay will not be able to find you immediately. You might be able to sit down for some food. Yeah, Sai is standing on top of you. Why small? Food. Young Jay, unless you go in there to break that wall instantly, Goers might be able to catch up a little bit of healing. Yeah, he's going for a bit of that healing. Look at that healing, dude. The wall is keeping him alive. And now he's ready to go. Young Jay, spell stealing as many buffs as possible from him. Goer's also spell stealing as many buffs as he can. Does go for an interrupt onto the poly, sending some damage. Ray of Frost, unless you can interrupt it, you kind of gotta take a bit of dead damage though. Not the most amount of damage, not the biggest shatters or anything, but it is still a decent bit. Does it a blinking around the corner with shifting power out for Young. Goer's is going to reposition. He's still got a water ally just harassing him. Shifting power does get interrupted, unfortunately, for Goer's. Does he have anything? Trinkets a breath onto Young. As Young does go for a breath. Trinket it! Oh, trying to see if he can land maybe an interrupt, but I don't know if he had an interrupt available. Yeah, so it's going to be at least an opportunity for Goer's to have a go. Does have some big combust, big damage. Young tried to see if he can invis this out. Goer's just needs a little bit more output with the Pyroblast, but I don't think he's going to be able to do much. He doesn't really have an ankle in a lot of cases, which does make things tough. Young Jay still got... Oh, there goes the wall. There goes the wall again. Can you get around it? No! The wall is like big enough of a hitbox that actually makes it hard for you to get around it, but the meteor is going to crash down into Goer's either way. Flurries it down for Young. That wall is actually, I think, playing against him here a little bit. It's going to end up blinking in. Quick breath to follow. Meteor right after. Is it going to be enough damage? Young blinking away from it. Goer's got himself mass shield. And Young with the meteor poly. Frost won't to follow. Is trying to see if he can land a stun. Are there blinks available for Goer's? No, it is over. Taking him out with Young. Taking one more down. Goer's pulled off 2 kills there. That was really good. I honestly thought against the Monk when you got the chain zap going, the Jade Lightning zap, I thought that was going to be it for him. But no. I thought that's where the Mage was going to go, but he added just enough damage for the Monk. Just enough damage. And it just melted. I think it just mastery built up maybe. Possibly. I need to look back, but he melted. I just don't know how he took so much damage there in such a short moment. The Holy Saya does end up getting knocked back in that poly for Young. He got himself a bit of that all the time. Not all the time. Shifting power in order to get some cooldown reduction. It's going to be weird watching Mages not play shifting power because they can't. They're removing it in midnight. But a lot of the cooldowns have been reduced drastically for them. Like combustion is like a minute or something. Kind of crazy. Young could be under a lot of trouble here. Does go for a quick block, and Saya still got so many hammers flying and 40% dampening. You're barely gonna get much healing, Young. I think the best Young can do in this situation is maybe try to go for a burst onto Saya. Brett does not connect. Saya just has the dots rolling onto Young. Maybe he could cold snap, get himself another shield as the first one gets burned by the Dawn Light. Does get himself a second one. He might just have to have a go versus Saya. Oh, never mind. I don't know if that can happen. Maybe if Breath was coming back up. But like that's the only thing you can do is maybe like go lock him down, pop all your cooldowns. Maybe Saya presses bubble. And then maybe like whoever's next might have a chance against Saya, but who knows. Leo, this is your chance though. This is your chance. We've seen shamans beat paladins in the past. Sabo was particularly the shaman that did the beating versus the paladins. So this is your chance, you man. This is your opportunity. You just gotta heal. Just gotta do more healing than they do. Sometimes it's very, very hard. But shamans can do a lot of healing as long as you're spending the maelstrom. Spending and then spending some more. Basically. What's up, Andy? How you doing, my man? Shield evaded up for Saya. Got himself the big pop onto Leo. Might be looking for a wall here, Leo, with a bulwark. He's feeling like that bulwark is going to be enough for generic now for Saya. You just go for as much suffering as possible. Don't burn through too much mana. Burning through a lot of mana. Because that mana can be used more effectively with Maelstrom's building and spending. Huge knockback onto Saya. Does send him flying with the roof from a distance. Got himself that ascend, but unless you have that line of sight. Is that a random proc of ascend? Or is that like an actual ascent? I think it might be actual ascent. He's trying to go for a storm wind strike. He's trying to land a wind strike or two. But he just can't do much. Consecration does just enough damage to be able to take down his bulwark shield. Does get a Tempest, huge shield to follow. Does have a wall, and this is where Saya, I don't think is going to run out. He's going to wait until the wall's gone and then go in when the damage is fully maximized. He's not going to just charge, but he's going to kind of use that line of sight to close the gap a little bit. Dodging the totem, dodging the second one. Leo tried to see if he could back up out of there. Root totem onto him. No grounding totem for Leo. He might just have to go burrow underground pre-stun. Maybe. Lasso before he connects. Maybe just burrow. No. It's a full stun. And Sai is keeping his distance. He knows that Leo's going to want to go for a knockback. But he knows that he can live it as long as he's just a bit of a distance. He's just not going to have to deal with it whatsoever. Bayek is the last one left over for the team too. He's got to find a way through Saya. Saya still has Avery immunity available, so Saya did not have to use a lot. The only thing Saya is missing is a trinket, but having a bubble, lay on hands, spell warden is going to be down for Bayek to find a way to bring victory for his team and stop the reign of Saya if he can. These two usually are pretty evenly matched when it comes to just dueling one another, so it's definitely going to be rough for either one of them. Saya just keeping the damage from a distance as much as possible. Does bubble this out super early. Try to see if he can force pressure onto Bayek. And Bayek with a spell warden to Saya with a bubble. Bayek with a spell warden. Saya just looking to survive this and just try to see if he can recuperate some healing, any kind of healing. Stun onto Bayek is actually going to be massive amounts of damage. He's got a few good hits. Maybe Wake of Ashes around the corner. Get a Dawnlight rolling in. He's got the advantage in health. And Bayek has a bubble. Saya can't go for spell warden of his own now. So might just want to actually. He might just want to spell warden and see if he can get something in a Bayek. Unfortunately, Hodges are going to be Saya's worst enemy. He can't break out of stuns easily. He just cannot. Saya needs something. Big lay on hands. Try to see if he can force something out of Bayek. Bayek maybe with a lay on hands of his own. Potentially stunned him. There goes the bubble. Holy, Saya does not have any health, unfortunately. So Bayek does end up winning that one. That's a tough one. That is a tough one. I feel like Bayek countering the bubble with a spell burden of his own, not losing health. And Saya went for a lay on hands, but then just got, his health just crumbled. I guess Bayek just kept the pressure rolling, kept staying super offensive. That's exactly what he needed. Bayek still has a bubble in case he needs it though. So he's okay right now. Cheap shot. Bayek, maybe a bubble. Bubble. Bershka can vanish out. He can bail. Smoke bomb. Cloak of Shadows does not get used. Maybe Cloak and Shadow Meld? He's trying to see if he can stay away from Bayek using that smoke bomb to create line of sight. Searing Glare. The Rogue has an out. The Rogue has a go. Just doesn't have much ways to heal right now. That's like the only thing that's missing for him at the moment. Does try to re-stealth. Does catch a re-stealth, but the dot's keeping him out in the open. As long as the Rogue does not... I guess he does have a trinket, so even a stun wouldn't be the worst for him. Bayek, I think, might just be down. Yeah, I don't think there's anything you can do. Maybe Shield of Vengeance last second. Oh, yeah. Yeah, but Nesmershka, he knew. It's a Rogue victory at that point. Guerrero's picking up too. Lots of damage. Holy Sai also picking up too. Lich King's also doing really good damage, man. Well done. I think everybody got a chance to play there. Only Nesmershka got basically to pick off leftovers that is Bayek at the end with like no cooldowns. Only bubble left. But otherwise, he's okay. Otherwise, he did really, really well. Got us another going here, boys, yeah?